Hey gang, just checking in, doing an update here. I'm in Indianapolis, had a pretty good trip all the way down. Um, Not a lot of traffic. Everything's kind of been the same, really, and which is not good because we really do need to open up our economy pretty bad. Listen, it's not what I want to talk about tonight, though. I'm going to talk about a little bit about how Satan is going to try and drive wedges between us and our brethren, and like he can really play havoc on a family, family, friends, loved ones. Um, I mean, he'll have you arguing over some of the dumbest stuff, like who left the bread box open, or who left the lights turned on, or who left the toilet seat up. Just stupid stuff, right? And it's those kind of things that he really thrives on. And what he really thrives on these days is social media. And the one thing about social media is that, for the most part, when you communicate with others, you're communicating through messaging, text, posts that you have and stuff like that. And the thing about messaging like that is that it has no emotion, right? So it's pretty much up to the receiver, the recipient of a message or a post, or the reader or whatever, to be creative and kind of determine what the sender meant, how they were feeling, and this and that, right? But that has a drawback because oftentimes it is really misunderstood, misconstrued, misrepresented, misinterpreted, and that's a real problem. Now, it's it can go both ways too. The writer of a post or something like that, or a message, can say something and not realize how it's coming across to the person on the other end too, and they need to be careful as well. So I have kind of a golden rule when it comes to this, and really I think what would be this would benefit really anybody. And the rule is this: that if you hear or read something from a friend, a loved one, a family member, something that just sounds off the wall, or sounds like that's just not right, something that could be really offensive or something, the golden rule is to ask them for clarification. All right? Now, does it mean you have to do that? No. But in my opinion, it's pretty wise to do that. And because it can really be misunderstood one way or the other, whether you're sending a message or receiving. And if you're sending a message, you don't want to give someone the wrong impression of what you're saying. And obviously, if you're receiving a message, you want to make sure that you understand what that sender, is saying or implying before you jump to a conclusion on that. Now, Satan, he thrives on this kind of stuff. He would love nothing better than to drive a wedge through us and all of our brethren. That he totally gets off on that, right? And that's not a good thing for us. But as long as we remain more wise than the serpent, wise to what he's doing, because he knows, trust me, he knows what buttons of yours to push. what buttons are yours to push to say something the wrong way or to interpret something the wrong way? Because you're already, especially nowadays with this whole COVID-19 fiasco, we are all under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, much more than what we might be normally. And certainly he knows exactly what buttons to push to get you to take a message the wrong way, or to send a message, worded the wrong way so it'll be interpreted incorrectly or something like that. So really the golden rule is it's communication. If you hear something that is just out of the ordinary, or you feel like you're being attacked or whatever, before you conclude that that's what's really going on, you should really check with the other party and to make sure, that you understand fully what they were implying with what they sent. And obviously the sender must really try to be wise as to what words he's sending. But listen, we can't let Satan get between us here, right? Because united we stand, divided we fall. And he knows it. This is a divide and conquer strategy of the devil. And it's not a good thing. We need to be wiser. Now, this happened to me today with someone that I have a friendly relationship with. I'm not going to say who the person is. We were in a conversation about a video that I posted last night, and it was a video about potential internet shutdown and how we can possibly protect ourselves from that. And the comment was made by this person, and I think it was in a joking manner. I'm pretty sure it was. But the comment was made, well, the internet's going to go down, so nothing we can do about it. Something to that effect. So in response, I asked, and I stuck to the golden rule. Okay, the golden rule is to ask for clarification. So I asked that person, that kind of sounds like what you're saying is that since the internet's going down anyway for everybody, that it's, what's the point of trying to work around that or something like that. I don't know verbatim how it was actually worded, but I did say I said it sounds like this is what you're saying, and in actuality that is very similar to saying something like the mark of the beast is everyone's going to have to take it, so why how did I word it? Then maybe we shouldn't resist it. And I mean, that's about the equivalent, right? So when we are faced with challenges and stuff like that, we shouldn't just go along with it. We should do what we can to resist it or circumvent it or something like that. That's all I was saying. So it was a point that, like, this person, what they said, I mean, similarly, you could say, well, everyone's going to take the mark of the beast, so why try to fight it off? And I believe this was taken completely the wrong way. That the person got the impression that I was implying that they're trying to tell people that they shouldn't resist the mark of the beast. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. That's absolutely not what I was getting at. But the person took great offense to it. And before I could even, I was handed out a tongue lashing, through a message. And it was pretty painful. And before I could even respond and explain myself and apologize, the person had blocked me, unfriended me, remove me from a group that I was in. It was their group, and I just couldn't even say I'm sorry. And it's all a complete misunderstanding. So it really made me think about doing this video tonight, because I know how Satan can kind of work in between fellow Christians, and in between families, and in between marriages. And he'll use social media to do that, whether it's Facebook or something else or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I heard a lot of divorces are caused by Facebook. So, and it's a shame, because we really should be wise. If we could communicate better with each other to make sure we have a full understanding of what the other party is saying, and that we're all on the same page, right? Because these are our loved ones. They're our brethren. We should never let Satan drive a wedge between us. So, and I don't know why I'm going into the whole story about it, except that maybe this video will find its way to that person and inform them that I'm really terribly sorry about it. I didn't mean anything at all like how you might have thought it sounded. But either way, on a broader scope, we really, really need to protect our kin, our loved ones, our brothers and sisters in Christ. We cannot let Satan do this to us. We got to boot him out, and we got to pray for ourselves and for our loved ones, that whatever challenges we're faced with it, the Father will, help them through it. Anyway, I just wanted to say that's my message for today. I hope it resonates with some people, because I hear a lot of bickering on Facebook and a lot of back and forth, and it's not healthy. What is healthy is love and compassion and understanding, and trying to see how we're on the same page, and how we can grow in Christ. So with that said, I guess I'll leave it there. If that person is watching this video, I just want to say I'm sorry. I didn't mean what you thought, if that's what you thought. I didn't mean that at all. So with that, I'll leave it at that, everyone. God bless you. From Indianapolis, I'm signing off. I got a load tomorrow out of here. I'm at Will Scott, which is they do a lot of construction trailers and so forth, like portable offices, that type of thing. I'm bringing up an office from here up to Shakopee, Minnesota. So gonna hit it first thing in the morning and try and get it delivered tomorrow night. Until the next video, take care. I'll keep posting on what's going on out here, but it's time to open the country up, and hope it happens soon. All right, talk to y'all later. God bless.